So this is like having a third drive shaft. It's a miniature little drive shaft that each one connects to, and it actually breaks all those angles up another time for you to help with bad angles. Hi, Jim from JE Real Driveline, and I'd like to talk to you about some custom center support bearings for your custom applications, trophy trucks, rock crawlers, Ultra 4 cars. Some extreme stuff where the standard little rubber bearings don't do you any good that you can get in a regular auto supply. This is our double bearing. The housing is machined on both sides so that you can bolt to one side, both sides, however you want. This is in 1480. We also do this on a 1350 size. Here's your 1480 joint, your 1350 joint. So you can have the double in either 1350 or 1480. Now, what makes this bearing so much better than your standard ones is for this application, there's no rubber to get pushed out of a flimsy sheet metal hoop. And the bearing, as you can see right here, it's mounted on the yoke, not back here behind the yoke. So it's much more rigid, and this one obviously has two bearings in each yoke. That's the bearing we use. This is the standard car bearing that you buy normally with a replacement bearing. And this bearing is used in this one because obviously it's smaller for more compact spaces. But there's the difference in the bearings. So two of these bearings in the double, one in the single. The single can be had in 1350 or 1480 also. Now the advantage to the double is if you have more angle to get around a transmission, an oil pan, where the driveline has to come out and move, each U-joint allows you 2 extra degrees of misalignment to help with your driveline angles and the vibration issues. So this is like having a third drive shaft. It's a miniature little drive shaft that each one connects to, and it actually breaks all those angles up another time for you to help with bad angles or getting around and clearing things. This single is just basically like a regular single one, other than it's obviously heavy duty and much stronger for race type applications. Then this one we've made a lot smaller for the rock buggies where they're limited and don't have this kind of room. This one is 32 spline, same as an Atlas transfer case. So you can have this in a flange for a CV or in a 1350 yoke, or 1350 CV yoke, or 1410 yoke, or 1480 yoke. This one will accommodate some smaller, tighter areas, but again, it's a single bearing that only gives you one extra U-joint, you know, just like any other two-piece, where this one will give you an extra one on top of that to help with more angle problems. The shafts we use, the spline shafts, are 4140 Chrome Moly or M300. 4140 Chrome Moly we can weld to for the ones that have to be welded single, you know, in a tube, to be welded to a tube. The M300 we use in here because it just simply goes together. It's bolted together and pinched together and pulls the bearing into the stop in the housing. So we have these. This is the single, and we have 2-inch, so we can weld to small tubes or machine it smaller. And then we have for a 3-inch, so that we can do some of the longer runs on some of the trophy trucks might need a longer shaft. And some of the cars, rock buggies, Ultra 4s, are very tight, and they need a very small tube to run through there. Here's some new bearings and some stuff that might help you in your fabricating. So the other thing we have is this bearing be getting a modification that instead of holes, it will have a pin going through here, and it'll have mounts that go on. And so like for pre-runners, they're real good at, they get the bearing angle wrong, and when they tighten it up, it cocks and pushes the rubber out, and they have a lot of trouble. This will allow you to tighten. This will stay parallel to the driveline shaft and there's no rubber to tweak or move. And then once it's all mounted, you tighten this in place from the side, and that will keep it aligned with your drive line instead of pushing the rubber and having it come out of that flimsy little sheet metal bracket it's in. This will be coming out in the near future, so watch for this and we'll update you with another video. Okay, so our housings are made from T6 6061 aluminum, and the stubs are all either 4130, 4140 Chrome Moly, or M300. In the case of these where you don't have to weld to them, they're M300. If you're a fabricator, you know what all that means. If you're not, then the Chrome Moly is the standard for high performance, stronger parts in the racing world over a stock type axle or driveline part. The M300 has some more alloy added to it. I forget what they put in there, but it makes it's basically a Chrome Moly also. It just makes it stronger, but it makes it unweldable because of the alloys they're putting in there. Remember, these are all high quality parts for racing with the best materials you can get. And we focus on those kind of things. We enjoy the off-road and the race world. We enjoy the performance people that want performance products and build performance cars. So give us a call. You know, we can help you design or build that next driveline for high performance and give you the best there is so that you can go out and win some races, have a great time. And that's what we're all here to do, is have a good time in the performance world. Thank you very much for watching. Please click and subscribe, and have a great day.